So I just woke up, so this video was very on a whim, but I checked my Twitter feed today and it was brought to my attention that this game right here is entering its 20th year of existence. Man, that is just absolutely bonkers to me, and it ages me quite significantly, more than I'd like to admit. I remember playing this game like it was yesterday, but that's probably because I played it literally every single day of my life. WWF No Mercy for the Nintendo 64. Man, what can be said about that game that hasn't already been said? Probably not much, right? So that's why I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to talk about my memory specifically with the game and why it means so much to me personally. Now, I remember getting my Nintendo 64, strangely enough, as a Valentine's Day present. No, that wasn't a common occurrence. No, it wasn't by some hot chick. I was very young. It was by my mom, and I played that thing to death. My very first game that I got with it was WrestleMania 2000, and boy did I love that game. WWF No Mercy's predecessor. It was THQ's first venture into the wrestling market for WWF. And man, they did an awesome kick-ass job with that game. Everything down from the graphics to the gameplay to the presentation. I mean, the full entrances, that was something that really blew my mind as a kid. And I know it's the little things, but I really liked how when Superstar would come out for his entrance, while he was waiting for his opponent to make their entrance, you would see him waiting ringside. That was a really cool touch, and I was like, wow, it can't get any better than this. And I actually remember saying that at the time, as funny as that is. So a little bit of time passed after that, and I went to a buddy's house, and he was playing a wrestling game, not on the Nintendo 64 though, but on the Sony PlayStation, which I didn't have yet, of course. The Nintendo 64 was my first and only console up until that point. And I remember walking in and seeing him play the first WWF SmackDown. I remember him having it on, and I remember being so fucking jealous. It looked awesome. I mean, the grass is always greener on the other side, so I don't know if I truly mean this when I say it, but at the time, I certainly did mean it. The graphics looked so much better, the gameplay looked so much better, it was so much faster, it was like arcade style, now looking back, but at the time I thought it just looked sick. And they had their own season mode as well. And that was something that I really was jealous of because the season mode on WrestleMania 2000 was very linear, was straightforward. There weren't really any cutscenes or anything. You just won matches, progressed, won higher championships, and so on. But that season mode was something that I really wanted to play. And if I could go back in time, I would tell my young self to, just hold on, because something better is coming. And that was No Mercy. It came out later that year, and everything that I loved about WrestleMania 2000, No Mercy just took it up 10 levels. That game was spectacular, and it had the season mode, and it was perfect, and for the first time it had branching storylines, where, your matches, whether you won or lost them, actually mattered. That was so cool to me at the time, and it was one of my big complaints for modern day WWE games that they didn't have enough of that, Even WWE 2K19 that just released, they had a little, career mode that didn't have branching paths. You had to follow one linear story. And that kind of takes away from the experience of being in the WWF or E to me, because anything can happen. That was the thing Jim Ross would say at the beginning of the, SmackDown games, I remember. So yeah, WWF No Mercy, I mean, the menus were cool, the music was cool, the matches were sick, the gameplay was out of this world. I loved everything about it, and that's probably the game that I've logged the most hours into lifetime. I mean, I was on that thing every single day. I didn't have a memory card or anything, so, in the middle of big matches or big season modes, I would just press start, have it on pause, go to school, come back home, and keep playing. I can't believe my Nintendo 64 lasted all those years. And, you think about modern day consoles, they'd probably blow up if you left them on all day like that. But yeah, I just wanted a quick give a shout out to WWF No Mercy. Happy 20th birthday! Incredible. You know, when I think about this game, I always think about that happy time in my childhood. You know, no worries in the world, just playing a great epic game, No Mercy. Memories of my mother who got me the game, who got me the console, and man, what a great time to be a wrestling fan, a video game fan, and a combination of both. Because that was just the tip of the iceberg. There was going to be some really cool shit coming. You know, of course, it would switch to the Sony PlayStation and PlayStation 2 consoles where you would really get the great epic games down the line. But man, that Nintendo 64 is where they got their start, and THQ, man, they had a hell of a run there, and I really think that's, you know, No Mercy is where it all started. So what are your guys' memories of WWF No Mercy? Can you believe that it's 20 years old? I mean, where does the fucking time go? You know, so thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you guys next time.